The drought monitor out this week showing more improvement down in Kansas. That's really in our part of the region where the drought is. It's 93.5% drought free, the Sunflower State. Then there is this, and that is 6.5% abnormally dry, and a half of 1 percentage point with moderate drought right along I-70. So things improving. It would be a first, or at least since the drought monitor has begun, that I would have seen it, or any of us for that matter, if by next week there is no drought at all in Kansas. So we might be throwing a blank map up there. Of course, Nebraska has been drought free, and we're going on a 2-month run of that being the case. Well, the December outlook is upon us, and not even December yet, but here it is. Above normal precipitation, according to the Climate Prediction Center, for all of the panhandle of Nebraska into the north central part of the state. Otherwise normal in the precip category for the month of December for the rest of Nebraska and all of Kansas. Temperature-wise for December, normal temperatures expected for both Nebraska and Kansas. The exception, a little bit above in the extreme southwest corner of Kansas. Then December, January, February. The outlook is upon us. Extreme southwest Nebraska's panhandle showing above in the precip category. Kind of the same for Kansas. Basically the southwest third of Kansas, actually southwest 25%, kind of stretching it maybe a bit there. But as far as temperatures are concerned for 3 months out, December, January, February, well above normal for all of Nebraska and most of Kansas. We'll see how that all turns out for us. Normal highs this time of year should be around 45. We're only going to see around 36. A cold week after the snow and the blow that we got, 23. The normal low, we're only going to average around 16. So here it is, the proverb for the week. Turkeys perched on trees and refusing to come down indicate snow. Water turkeys, you know what that is? It's a cormorant. They call them water buzzards down south. Anyway, water turkeys flying against the wind indicate falling weather, or not good weather at least. That is your Grow Report for this week. Join us again next week as we watch things grow.
Love seeing your harvest photos. Go to our website. It's www.nebraska.tv. Click on the tab that says Chime In. Whether you're on your computer or your phone, it's easy to upload photos directly to us that we can then share right here on the air. Here's value-added agriculture in action, turning corn into whiskey. NTV's Good Life guy, Brian Ganussi, has more.
Moorfield, Nebraska, population 52. They have a water tower, a seed dealer, and an old 2-room school where they make whiskey.
The way we got started was Dad retired, and then Mom retired, and they actually visited breweries and distilleries all over. And Dad saw one in Branson, and he says it was a really cool deal. It was just a father and son operation. I thought, well, how cool would it be if we did it?
So they did do it. The two had a big advantage, though, getting started. They had a great uncle who made whiskey back in Prohibition days up on the Niobrara River. He wrote down his recipes and his general process for making it.
And that's how we come up with our recipe for our corn liquor, was pretty much his old recipe with what we could get our hands on in today's market. And we think that we've come pretty close to duplicating his old corn whiskey, and that's the base for everything that we make.
Coming up with the exact formula, though, that they could replicate every time was a job left to Todd and his master's degree in engineering.
I had a general idea how it was made, and then it was just a matter of understanding the process further than just this is fun. Like, I truly wanted to understand how sugar became alcohol.
It's been 40 years since this building has been used for learning, but since they moved in, they've learned how to make great whiskey. They're still learning how to keep up with demand, though.
We've just came a long ways, way further than we thought we'd be. We had an accountant that helped us, and we came up with a 5-year plan where we needed to be to make it work and not lose money. And we were there at the end of our first year.
We kind of got into these flavored whiskeys, and it became our niche, and then it started getting really popular. You know, we were worried we were just going to be a novelty. You know, it's made in Moorfield, got to have a bottle. Well, then it became something that, you know, I want another bottle, and I want another bottle. So, you know, it grew kind of organically.
Thanks in part to 2 different distributors, after just 3 years in business, their whiskey is now being sold in 50+ Nebraska cities at more than 200 locations.
You know, my son's full-time now. My grandson's full-time. One of our family friends, his son is full-time here, so, and then we got 2 part-time gals that help us. So yeah, it's almost unbelievable, but I think we're both extremely proud of it.
We've never taken out a loan. We've never bankrolled anything. We've always paid cash, and to date we're, you know, debt-free, and you know, I get to make whiskey with my old man every day, so it's not a bad gig.
Brian Ganuzzi, NTV News, Moorfield.
On the Combine or the Corvette, a 95-year-old farmer is not slowing down. We will meet him when Grow returns.